It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Charles Diako to address the graduates. Charles is a senior lecturer in food technology at Massey University, with teaching specialisations in sensory science and food product development. A graduate of Washington State University, Dr. Diako spent the last 9 years training and mentoring the next generation of food science professionals. With a passion for teaching rooted in his own life experience growing up in rural Ghana in West Africa, he approaches his teaching with a commitment to creating an enabling classroom environment where students can thrive and reach out for their academic dreams. He is a 2011 Norman E. Borlaug Fellow and a member of the Institute of Food Technologists, the IFT, where he previously served on the New Professionals Work Group and the Emerging Leaders Program. Please welcome Dr. Charles Diako.
Chancellor Alistair Davis, Vice Chancellor Professor John Thomas, University Council members, senior leadership team, graduates and graduates, families and friends, tena koutou katoa. It is a great honor to be asked to address you today. Let me start by congratulating the graduates and graduates today. Your hard work and your tenacity have paid off, and you've earned the right to celebrate this occasion. To the families and friends in attendance today, thank you. Thank you for believing in these graduates. Thank you for your support. And thank you for all the sacrifices you've made to bring them to this moment in their lives. For some of you graduates and graduates, today marks the end of your academic journey. Some will continue their academic pursuits. But for all of you today is the beginning of a new chapter filled with a lot of possibilities and opportunities. Today signifies your readiness to accept challenges that are coming ahead and to leave your mark wherever your degree takes you. But your achievement today is also a testament of something deeper. It is a testament of your unwavering spirit, your commitment, and your resilience. And this resilience is the core of my message to you today. 9 years ago, I was more than 11,000 kilometers away from home. Sitting where you are today, at my own graduation, I do remember some of it. But it was in the Northern Hemisphere in the US. When the music swelled and the hearts flew in and confetti came down, I felt something magical. I clapped along, and I felt something that I hope you are feeling today. I felt hope, and I felt pride and joy, and I felt a deep sense that a big door has just opened for me. But getting to that moment wasn't easy, like in your own experience. I grew up in a small, impoverished town in rural Ghana where daily life was a matter of survival. Inadequate access to food and healthcare, no electricity. Then I had polio at the age of 3. And in a society that valued physical strength, I was often told, sometimes in words, often in looks, that I did not belong, that I would not make it. I got frustrated because there wasn't enough support or infrastructure for what I needed as a person with a disability. And I started feeling discouraged since I couldn't really picture myself becoming like any of the people I saw around me. I could have accepted that story, but I did not. Because my mother told me something simple one day that changed everything for me. She said, go to school now, or you go hungry in the future. That was her way of saying, you still have power over your own story. And that is exactly what I want to tell you today. This degree is a symbol of the power you have to shape your own life story, no matter where you started and no matter where you're going and whatever challenges you may carry. For me, it meant embracing my difference in that society and devising my own ways of navigating all the physical hurdles on crutches. It meant going through school and always dreaming of a life where I wouldn't go hungry. It meant grabbing all the opportunities that came my way without blinking. It meant studying food and traveling around the world as a sensory scientist. Yes, that kid who once worried about his next meal now gets paid. He gets money to taste, eat, and to analyze food. But today, this story is not about me. This story is about everyone that has crossed the stage. And today, the story is about you. Each of you sitting here today with your own unique challenges, your own dreams, your own ceilings that you want to break through. While acquiring this degree, you may have struggled with self-doubt, family expectations, financial hurdles, or even felt like you do not quite fit in. I want you to know, like I discovered, that those challenges do not define your limits. Those challenges are your starting point in the next chapter of your life. And as you turn the page on this chapter of your life, let the same resilience and story that brought you here today guide the words that will fill the pages of your next chapter. In my teaching here in Massey and abroad, I carry this story with me. And I carry this belief into every classroom that every student has a dream and a reason for their education. And it is my privilege to contribute even a little to that dream. So through the long night and stress and uncertainties, your dream has been tested. And like a lighthouse weathering every storm, your dream has stood strong. Today, you are telling the world that you are ready for the challenges ahead. We face unprecedented challenges, the climate change threatening our food supply, a growing global population, technologies like artificial intelligence changing and shaping many industries. These are not distant problems. They are here with us now. And they are the challenges you've been trained with a master degree to tackle. The world you are stepping in needs your ideas. The world needs your courage. The world needs your persistence. And this degree from Massey has prepared you to roll up your sleeves and meet these challenges head on. Before I close, I want to leave you with some thoughts, just 4 thoughts. And as a teacher, I'm going to make it easy for you to remember. Very easy. If you can remember the word seek, S-E-E-K, then you remember these 4 thoughts I'm going to leave with you as you write the next chapter of your life. Seek starts with an S. The S stands for stay grounded. The resilience and focus that brought you here, you're going to need them in the next days and years ahead of you. So, continue to keep that resilience, continue to keep that focus. Stay grounded. E, embrace your difference. What makes you different? That is your edge. The thing that makes you different is your superpower. Your uniqueness isn't something to hide. It is your greatest strength. And there is no one in this universe, in this world, that is wired like you. When you lean into what sets you apart, you don't just fit in, you stand out and you thrive. As you own your own difference, remember to make space for others to do the same. The best ideas, the boldest innovations, the big breakthroughs that the world has seen, they come from people who see the world differently, people who are not afraid to challenge the norms. So as you step into the workplace, you will see more clearly that embracing and celebrating and valuing the differences everybody brings to the table is not just a nice thing to do when you are working with somebody, but it is the key to solving the big problems that you are stepping into the world to solve. The second E in the Seek is enjoy the journey. In your work and in life, you will face a lot of challenges, but you also have many successes. The key is to embrace the challenges and truly celebrate the successes along the way. I found this to be so true in my own journey, especially through my work with food over the years. I still remember the World Food Prize event in Iowa in 2011. That was my first trip outside of Africa to the United States. And that was where I first saw and tasted jalapenos. I didn't even know what they were. I looked at them like, oh, I want some jalapenos. And somebody whispered in my ears, jalapenos. Yes. And the first time I had sushi, there was this green paste on the side. I thought it was avocado. So I took a big scoop, popped it in my mouth, and closed my mouth. Wasabi. The only outlets were my ears and nose and tears. And I asked my friend, what is that? He said, oh, that's wasabi. I'm like, what is wasabi? Now I'm experiencing the wasabi itself. But other moments, like tasting pamplemousse in Cameroon, to savoring beignets in New Orleans, and xiaolongbao in China, have been very, very beautiful reminders to me. It reminds me that holding on to your own dreams with resilience can lead you to experiences that you never thought you would have. And sometimes it is just the small things. The thank you notes from my students, or the funny lines they write when nominating me for Lecturer of the Year awards, that make the journey even more rewarding. So as you move forward, don't just aim for where this journey ends with you, but enjoy every quirky, every spicy, every sweet, and every surprising step along the way. Brings me to the last letter, K. Keep learning. Don't let yesterday's successes be your ceiling today. The world is changing, so stay curious, keep growing, and keep adapting. And when you celebrate today, deep into the night, let it not be just a symbol that you've just finished school. Let it be a promise to you, a promise to yourself, that you will continue to stay resilient. And when you face your own ceilings, no matter what those ceilings are made of, remember that you too can shatter those ceilings, and like confetti, they will rain down as a proof to everybody of what is truly possible. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out there and write your own incredible story. Thank you.